Good morning, students. Here, your teacher Amita, and today I am going to teach you a new poem which is in your syllabus, and it is the fourth poem, How to Tell Wild Animals by Caroline Well. First of all, I want to tell you about the poetess. Caroline Well was an American poet. She was born in Rahway, New Jersey, in the United States of America on 18 June 1862 to Annabel and William Wells. She was married to Hadwin Horton. After finishing her school, she worked as a librarian for the Rahway Library Association. Her first book was published in 1896. Now let us talk about the style of the poem. The style of the poem is humorous. This humorous poem suggests some dangerous ways to identify wild animals. The use of words and emotions are not only humorous but ironical as well. It is ironical that the noble Bengal tiger eats you the moment he sees you. It does no good to roar with pain when you are in front of the spotted leopard. The friendly hug of the bear is deadly. The weird but merry smile of hyena and weeping of crocodile trap their victim to death. The rhyme scheme of the stanza is A B A B C C. The poet takes liberties with the language to create the desired poetic effect. For example, the words leapt and lep in the third stanza are deliberately not spelled correctly to create the rhyming effects. Now I am going to read the poem. First stanza. If ever you should go by chance to jungle in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. It is the Asian lion. Now listen carefully. I am going to tell you the meaning of the lines of the first stanza. If you ever go to the jungle in the east, you may find a brown colored huge animal coming towards you there. If it starts roaring at you, you will feel as if you were dying. If such a beast encounters you in the eastern jungle, you must be sure that he is the Asian lion. So, you will guess that the lion is an Asian lion. Now, I am going to tell you the used literary devices in this first stanza. Rhyme scheme ABABCC is followed. Chance, advance, east, beast, dine, line. An enjambment, continuation of a sentence to the next line, and if there, tawny beast. Inversion, change in the format of a sentence. If there should to you advance. Assonance is also used. Use of vowel sound O. You should go. You should go. Should to you advance. Should to you roars. O roars. Go. O. So O sound is repeated again and again. So this is assonance poetic device. Now I am going to read second stanza. Or if sometime when roaming round a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. Let me tell you the meanings of the difficult word used in this stanza. Roaming round means wandering. Noble means grand or impressive. Wild means not domestic. Beast means wild animal. Greets means welcomes. Stripes, lines, notice to see carefully, discern, recognize. Now I am going to explain you the meaning of this stanza. If by chance you are roaming around the jungle and an impressive beast encounters you and whose yellow colored skin has black stripes over it and he pounces on you to eat you the moment he sees you, then a simple rule will help you to understand that you are seeing the Bengal tiger. Now, let us talk about the literary devices used in this stanza. Rhyme scheme, again A B C C is followed. Round, ground, you, learn, discern. Alliteration, poetic device is also used in this stanza. Repetition of consonant sounds like r at the start of two or more closely connected word, roaming round, is used here. Inversion, change in the format of a sentence. The Bengal tiger to discern. As you have seen that the last line suddenly changes. The Bengal tiger to discern, to discern. Okay, so allusion, reference to a famous thing, place, species of animal, etc. is used. So it is called allusion. Here you can see the reference of Bengal tiger is given. Assonance, use of vowel sound O, or if sometime when roaming round, o, roaming round, some. Okay, so O sound is repeated, so use of vowel sound O. So it is the use of assonance. Dear students, I have completed 2 stanza of this poem. In the next video, I am going to teach you left 3 stanzas also. Watch the video carefully and listen the audio again and again to understand the concept clearly. I have already explained each and every line in a very detailed manner. Meaning of difficult words have also been explained. So I hope that you will watch this video again and again and try to understand 2 stanzas which I have taught. Goodbye and have a nice day.